Hey there, fellow Hoopers. You know that NBA arenas are no strangers to drama. We all know that tensions can run high on the court, and sometimes players just can't help but get into it with each other. Whether it's a heated exchange of words or an all-out brawl, these beefs definitely make for some entertaining highlights. This is the first one on our list. And of course, this is Durant, and this is epic. So the thing is, Kevin Durant wasn't too happy with Embiid's fancy moves after he scored on Durant. He got right up in Joel Embiid's face as he was heading to the free throw line to finish off the three-point play. Both of them started talking and were even hit with double technical fouls during the whole ordeal. It looked like Durant was getting a bit frustrated and ready to mix things up, but afterwards he shrugged it off and said that his competitive nature just took over. After the game, there was even a moment where Durant yelled, "Get this shit out of here!" at the 76ers. So check this out. Dennis Schroeder and Kyrie Irving got into a major brawl during their game, and both of them got ejected. Can you believe it? It's the first time in their entire careers that they've been tossed from a game. Kyrie even took to Twitter to share some cryptic messages about the incident. We're discussing some intense drama here. So there's like this long-standing beef between these two teams and their star players. Schroeder thought Irving was getting all up in his face and playing dirty, and then Irving got all mad when Schroeder started whining to the refs. They even got all up close in each other's faces at one point, and Schroeder dropped a racial slur. Come on! But Irving fired back, saying he couldn't say that because he's from Germany. Drama. But it's not just player versus player beef that we're talking about here. Coaches and players have also had their fair share of conflicts. So check it out. The head coach, Mike Malone, and his main man, Nikola Jokic, got tossed by referee Rodney Mott during the game. Jokic got pushed to the ground without a whistle, which sent Malone off, and he dashed onto the court to give Rodney an earful. Jokic also voiced his displeasure after the play stopped. Looked like there was some contact on Jokic, but maybe he went a little overboard with his reaction. The coaches usually don't get that riled up over one call unless there's some history there. Now, I get why they booted Malone. You can't go charging onto the court and bump into refs while having a heated discussion. But booting Jokic doesn't really make sense. It seemed like all he did was yell at the ref, which should just be a tech, not an ejection out of nowhere. Don't be shocked if the NBA starts reviewing that ejection. Man, Dennis Schroeder was straight up pissed about how OG Anunoby threw him down. He couldn't believe Anunoby thought he was in a WWE match or something. The whole thing was unnecessary, and the foul itself wasn't even that serious. But Anunoby took it the wrong way and ended up getting ejected for his actions. And to make matters worse, Harrell also got tossed from the game just for defending his teammate after that body slam. The league definitely does not want guys getting slammed to the ground like that, so ejections were bound to happen. I mean, if you're into rooting for the underdog or enjoying some good old-fashioned trash talking, this situation is pretty epic. It's all the drama you could ask for. So Dwight Howard got kicked out of the game once again. And get this, he actually wanted to fight the ref. Can you believe it? That dude just can't keep his cool on the court. Wait, there is more. So, after Bryant grabbed a rebound, he started bothering Howard, and in response, Howard swung his elbows to push Bryant away. It looked like Howard actually made contact with Bryant on one of those swings, which obviously made Bryant even more mad. The cameras caught Bryant telling Howard to "try me," and then he called him soft. It got pretty intense. Bryant ended up getting a personal foul, while Howard got a flagrant foul 1 for his swinging elbow. And as if that wasn't enough, they both got hit with double technical fouls for their little chat. Oh, let's fast forward a few years. Howard now says that he couldn't stand Bryant for a long time because of what he said about being soft. And you know what? I think he held a grudge against him for saying that. The center for the Grizzlies now explains that he might have misunderstood Bryant's comments and thought they were aimed at his mentality. So here's what went down in the game between the Knicks and the Nets. Julius Randle, the star player for the Knicks, and Timothy Loau-Cabarrot, a guard for the Nets, got involved in a heated altercation in the second half. things got physical, with shoving and pushing involved. Both players received technical fouls for their actions. Even though Luau Cabarro and the Nets came out on top with a win, that didn't stop Randall from continuing to beef with him after the game. The Knicks All-Star had some choice words for the defender from France. Throughout the game, Luau Cabarro was a real pest on defense, leading to this clash with Julius Randle. What a wild match. This is hands down my favorite thing ever. It's absolutely epic. We don't need to explain why, because if you're a true fan, you already know. Okay, we're not stopping Russ's beef here. Alright, let's talk about Russell and Lillard not getting along. This is big, and when Lillard might have come out on top in this round, it was definitely a must-see for anyone watching. This whole beef is pretty interesting when you look at how it all started. It seems like the first words exchanged were Westbrook yelling, "I've been busting that ass for years." And that wasn't the only beef Westbrook had that night either. The moment that really set things off was in the second quarter of Game 2 during the 2019 playoffs between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Portland Trail Blazers. Westbrook couldn't get past Lillard's tight defense and ended up slipping into the corner. From there, Lillard kept hounding Westbrook until he fell down. And that's when things really started to heat up between them. They both clearly disliked each other throughout the rest of the game, with plenty of offensive and defensive plays directed at one another. There were gestures and words exchanged as well to top it all off. Westbrook was hitting tough shots right in Lillard's face and even doing his signature rocking the baby celebration. But Lillard had his moments too, draining threes from ridiculous distances and telling Westbrook goodbye. Man, Steve Nash was so fired up in Milwaukee. The Brooklyn Nets coach got tossed after going off on a referee during their loss to the Bucks at Pfizer Forum. Can you believe it? It was Nash's first time getting ejected as a head coach, and only the third in his whole NBA career. It all went down in the third quarter when Patty Mills tried to draw a charge on Giannis Antetokounmpo near the top of the key. But guess what? The officials didn't make a call, and that set Nash off. He sprinted toward midcourt, laying into the ref with some serious anger. He ended up picking up 2 quick technical fouls, while his teammates like Royce O'Neal and even more officials tried to hold him back. That's some serious talk on meltdown. So Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo have always had some beef, but things finally got physical. These two stubborn point guards threw punches on Sunday, and the insults kept coming even after the dust settled. Here's a quick summary. People couldn't help but notice how LeBron stepped in to calm down Paul instead of his own teammate Rondo. It's not every day you see NBA players throwing fists, but it happened this time. Alright, that's the end. We're not saying that these beefs are a good thing, but let's be honest, they make the NBA more exciting to watch. So grab some popcorn, sit back, and enjoy these NBA "we got beef" moments. It's like reality TV, but with way more athleticism and skill. So let's toast some beef by subscribing to our channel. Do like our videos for such amazing content.